Here us to graph this function, which is not in transformation form. So it's going to be a little bit different. What I'm going to do is I'm first going to look for the discontinuities, so any asymptotes or holes. So when I look at this, I see the degree of the top is the same as the degree on the bottom, meaning my horizontal asymptote is the leading coefficient of the numerator over the denominator, which is just 1. So my horizontal asymptote is at y equals 1. So I'll go ahead and graph that here. Next up, I'm going to factor this to help me find any vertical asymptotes or holes. So in the top here, if I look for the numbers that are going to multiply to 4 that add to 4, I get 2 and 2. So I get x plus 2 on the top and x plus 2. On the bottom here, I have x squared minus 4. If we remember the difference of squares, where we have two perfect squares here that are being subtracted, that is like saying we're adding the square root of both of them and subtracting them. So in this case here, I get x plus 2, x minus 2. Now, a couple of things here. First of all, I can cancel out this x plus 2 and this x plus 2, which gives me a hole. So there's a hole at x is equal to negative 2, because that would give a 0 in the denominator if I were to plug that in. Then second thing here for the vertical asymptote, I see at x minus 2, what's left over that still makes the denominator 0 is x equals 2. So my vertical asymptote here at x equals 2, so I'm going to draw that right here, and we'll deal with the hole once we start graphing our equation. So next up here, I'm left with f of x is equal to x plus 2 over x minus 2. So we have our asymptotes. We still don't know exactly how to graph the curves though. So what we can do is we can divide these two to figure out what this would look like in transformation form. So I'm going to say x minus 2, how many times does that go into x plus 2? That's going to just be 1. Then when I subtract these, x minus x is 0. 2 minus a negative 2 is positive 4. So what that would look like then is f of x equals 4 over x minus 2 plus 1. So now this is in transformation form, which I already see the plus 1 here is my horizontal asymptote. My x is equal to 2 is my vertical asymptote. And 4 here is going to be what stretches my curves. So it looks like it is positive 4 here. So what that means is that it's still going to be in the same kind of quadrant that we've created. But instead of my reference points being 1 to the right and 1 up, 1 to the left and 1 down, it is being stretched vertically 2, 3 by a factor of 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So here our graph crosses that point, and our graph crosses this point here. And I'm going to pause for a second because I know that I have a hole at x equals negative 2. So where the line goes through negative 2, I have a hole here. And there is my final graph.